Welcome back to Chaotic Wonderful. Today we're here with episode 3 of Wanderhome, and hopefully y'all can hear me. Yeah, we can. Haha, I did it right. So we're here with episode 3 of Wanderhome, episode Florida Man and the Sexy Smurf God. You know, don't ask. I don't know.
This is what happens when I have not given it any thought to what the title will be, and then everyone just kind of pitches in. Which
I think it's perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's great. We just have to make sure the Sexy Smurf God is in this episode, so that
and
makes
that
sense.
we do pick a swamp as one of the natures.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Chaotic Wonderful has one more one-shot coming up next Tuesday, a Monster of the Week. And then Vason episode 4 is Thursday, and then we have episode 4 still that final Thursday, and then we take a week off. So come and check out those 3 things, and then we can announce at that point what's going on next season, because I honestly don't know right now, because there's so much going on in my life. Let's have all these lovely people introduce themselves, starting with Ashton.
I muted myself. Okay, great. What is going on, Power Bottoms? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. I have IBS and it was not okay earlier, but we're okay now. Today I'm Ashton. You can follow me on Twitter at popsicle_Mike, where I tweet about everything, just everything. Or you can follow one of my podcasts at FKF Tweets on Twitter. That is a show about King Arthur if he was a dumb himbo that I wrote. So that's at FKF Tweets, or just type in Friday Night Fights wherever you get your podcasts. And night is with a K, so it's Friday Night Fights. If you don't like audio dramas, you can listen to my other podcast, which is Written in the Cars. You can follow it at Cars Conspiracy on Twitter. I was literally just talking about it with all these lovely people, and we're on an arc where we watch the new Cars series, and let me tell you, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, and I'm so tired, and I'm so broken down today because of it. Anyway, I'm playing Pirate. Just a dirty old fox.
Well, we're gonna move to Joel next. Yes.
Oh, hi, hello. I'm Joel. I don't have such a structured and awesome intro, but I am
It's
going
like
to be
she
playing.
says it 1,000 times a week.
Yeah, I've been around for a while and I still haven't done that. I should probably script it. But hi, I'm Joel, and I am going to be playing Ella, the Honduran white bear, who is naive, like me.
And we'll go to Extel.
Hello, I'm Extel, and I will be playing Kane, the wonderful guardian black wolf. I'm excited to get this episode started, and yeah, can't wait to dive in.
And Shelby.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby. You can find me on Twitter at Starlight Shelby or on here. But if you tune into my Twitter, it'll probably be a bunch of random things, mainly about games that I'm playing, daily life, my not so glamorous life as a technical editor, all those incredibly fun things. I am playing Tika, a cranky goth cat who does not like being touched by small children or existing in damp environments. So this may not be a good time for her. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Let's have some fun.
And Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor, and I am the guide for this game, which tonight, at least the first half, means I'm just going to be kind of a glorified scribe. But you can find me on Twitter at Roll4Felicity and Twitch, also twitch.tv/Roll4Felicity, YouTube Roll4Felicity, where I do a bunch of one-shots in a bunch of different systems, some limited series. I just did Vampire the Masquerade this past week, one shot of that, which was very fun. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be running a one shot of Basic Witches. So that's kind of the stuff that I do. Nikki, did you introduce?
Nope.
Did you do your intro? Okay. Back to you.
And I am Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can follow me on Twitter and listen to about my podcast, which has 2 episodes a week. Way too many shows, over 200. So if you're bored and want something to do, you can go listen to all of that. Also, I am the co-founder of Chaotic Wonderful and the producer of producer here. Sorry, project director at Weave the Tale, which our fall season is starting this week. So next week starts our One Shot Wednesdays, our Sleepaway game, which I will be in, and then our Somehow Human game, which is Urban Shadows. And then later in October, I will be running a D&D game over there. So definitely go check out all that. You can also find me over on 2000 Tales Roleplaying on Fridays, specifically right this second at 9 p.m. playing Karen, a very angry wizard lady who's in charge of the White Council. And then on Tuesdays, starting in October, I will permanently be in the Big Gay Dice games as well. Also, I'm in Garball games on Mondays. There's too many things. I can't keep track of them. So yeah, that's it. And now Taylor can take it over.
Yeah, so what's happened so far in our story is all of our kith, which is what creatures are called in Wanderhome, spent our last 2 sessions exploring this location that was had a bunch of shrines to different small and forgotten gods. There was a market there was some thievery, there was some people getting lost, there was some respectful barging into places that people shouldn't have been. And there were also some very hurtful moments, some people connecting with each other, some people hiding things about themselves, discovering things about themselves, and all of that is going to continue. But the first part of this game is actually mostly going to be out of character. We're all going to be working together to create the next location that our kith are going to, because that's what this game is about. It's about going from place to place and discovering what is there. The first part of that is we'll be deciding on some natures of the place, which a nature determines what that thing looks like, or what the place looks like, what moves the place can do, and like folklore about the place. So we'll be deciding that. And the reason for the title is because we are going, one of the natures of the place, I think we pretty solidly decided on pre-stream, is that we do want this place, regardless of whatever else it is, to be a swamp. So I'll just read out what the swamp nature is, and then we can make some decisions from there. The swamp is a place where the air is as thick as the mud. This place can always describe the heaviness of the world, show tension caused by stagnation, bog someone down, and give them a token. So those are the moves the location can always do. And then we get to choose some aesthetic elements for the swamp. I'll also mention, I think we do want this place to literally be a swamp, but the natures don't have to literally be the thing that they are. So you could have, like, you know, a place like that keeps people in place, but it's not like literally a swamp. I think for us this will literally be a swamp. But when it comes to other natures, you know, something to keep in mind. So our options for aesthetic elements are muck and mire, a pungent stench, a heavy fog, wriggling worms, a sinking feeling, and a cunning and tricksy spirit offering to help.
I don't know. Wriggling worms.
Yes, I was just about to go over and check and see. And yeah, so no wriggling worms, but we'll pick 2 others.
I'm feeling that stench vibe.
I'm also feeling the stench.
Yeah.
Let it stank.
I support the stench, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Part of me wants to go with a sinking feeling just because it's going to get deep.
Why not both? You know?
You do both.
All right,
So-
let's see. Pungent stench, I wrote down.
So we've got some deep stank.
Some deep
That was my
stench.
nickname in high school.
That's the episode, everybody.
Bye. This
We
was
peaked.
my Wanderhome. How do we feel about the other one being sinking feeling? Do we want that, or do we want to go with one of the other aesthetic
Totally
elements?
fine.
Hell yeah.
That's-
I love sinking feeling.
We're gonna be
Cool.
sinking into that
That
smell
every day.
real bad.
Stinking feeling.
There it is again, that stinking feeling. All right, let me copy and paste this in. And then the last thing that we can decide about, why is it making it so narrow? Okay, the text box was like this tiny.
I'm sorry, I keep moving things. No, stop. What's
Joel
happening? Hold on.
is
Right
sabotaging
click.
our-
This is Joel's game now.
our
Right
hero
click.
board. Deleting
There you
everything.
Sorry.
And then the last thing that we can decide about the swamp is we can choose one folklore about this place. The folklore can be pretty open-ended. So what it gives in the book is literally just a title. So the folklore, one of the folklore from the last location was the salmon-headed demon and his loving, and his lover, I think is what it was. So that came up. Like, I just made up some stuff about that. I do think there's one that we'll be drawn to, but I'll read them all regardless. One of the folklores for the place, the options are the treacherous lights deep in the dark, the traveling bog, the shrewish witch and her magic cabin, or something else of your own invention.
Ooh, I love them all.
I like the what was it, traveling bug, right?
Yeah, traveling bog is one. The witch, I believe, ties into Joel's character has a letter to give to a shrewish witch.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that could
yes.
tie in, but that does not have to be the folklore. It just
But also, if we go with the treacherous lights deep in the dark, then we will have sinking feelings when we follow.
And maybe
true.
there's a
And
witch there too.
And maybe it smells like farts in there. We don't know.
The shrewish witch and was it the treacherous lights? Was it?
The shrewish witch and her magic cabin is one of them. The traveling bog is one of them, or the treacherous lights deep in the dark is the other one.
Can we combine two of them?
Yeah,
Can
sure.
we do all three and just
Yeah.
have all the bits?
The shrewish witch and the traveling bog with deep, and that's it, deep in the dark with her magic cabin. Don't ask me what I just said. I won't remember.
It's okay. We got it on video.
We got it on the VOD.
We could also have the shrewish witch be one of the kith and not have that be one of the folklore of the place. So if there's something else that you're like, oh, I like that, that's fine.
That's fine. I like all three equally, so
yeah.
I'll just defer to the group. If anybody has a preference, I'll go with it because
No, we want all three.
okay.
We're greedy.
That's been decided. Yeah.
You know
Ash
what?
is more determined than I am. I'm like, it's okay, we can choose one. Ash is like, no, all three or we want.
Every single
Stand
one.
up for yourself.
It's
I have
time to
anxiety, I
form
can't
a
do that.
union.
I rolled a dice. It determined the first one.
It determined what?
The first one.
Oh, the
okay.
treacherous lights deep in the dark.
That's what the dice said. Whether the dice are right or wrong, I don't know.
Dice gods
I support the
pleased.
dice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll support the dice. We'll say the treacherous lights deep in the dark.
This is a TTP. You were supposed to do that at some point, right?
I
So, might as well.
can't. I also can't stop any of you if you decide to just start talking about the other options.
These treacherous lights have been following us for quite some time.
This bog has been with around us for a while.
Yeah.
There's a
Traveling.
blog out there that moves that has weird lights that's supposed to lead you to the house of a crazy witch.
I
Yeah.
cannot believe it.
I
Oh
can't
my
stop
god, it's
anyone
like
from
Baba
doing
Yaga and the chicken feet.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that's so tight.
Yeah, but I can't think of Baba Yaga anymore without thinking of Getting Over It with Benefati as a video
Oh,
game, which is
yeah.
the game where you're like in a cauldron and trying to
Oh,
Yeah.
fall
yeah.
the mountain.
Yeah, I'm haunted
Oh.
by Baba Yaga.
Oh.
Not really. I mean, just like that was the wrong phrasing. Sorry. I just, as a child, I had a weird fear of specifically Baba Yaga. For no reason.
That's really funny.
I love that
Um,
you're afraid of a witch that cannot physically leave a different entire continent of yours.
I know the specifics.
Can't go anywhere
She,
else.
she said she was
You
little.
think
She
that
didn't
she's
know.
in fucking Russia and you're like, oh no.
I thought she would come for me.
We don't know how long those legs are. they,
Oh, no,
they,
just
they could travel
one-
across the ocean, yeah.
Just one long step.
Get on a boat.
You just look out your window and there's just this long chicken leg sticking out of the sky.
Oh my god, I'm gonna have nightmares.
Okay. The other
Sorry.
the other nature we were thinking about, I guess it's my my job is to just wrangle. The other nature that we were thinking about was the labyrinth. Is everyone still feeling good about labyrinth as one of our natures?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
support this, yes.
I love it.
Cool. A labyrinth is a tangled maze used to trick, imprison, and confuse. This place can always describe the vast sprawl of the maze, disorient and confuse those attempting to travel, give someone 2 options, neither of which is correct, and give them a token. So those are just the things that can happen when you're in the labyrinth.
Which I think falls really, really well with the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Because like a swamp is essentially a labyrinth without walls. Because you can never know whether you're stepping on the right spot or not. You always have all the will-o-wisps that lead you astray.
Yeah, that's true.
The lights!
It's all coming together.
We can choose 2 aesthetic elements for the labyrinth. The options are stone walls, tangled paths, unexpected hazards, chalk-marked directions, a lost innocent at the heart of it all, a heroic guide who might not be helpful, or something else of our own invention.
Can we go something else of our own invention and throw in David Bowie in there?
Okay, but what animal is David Bowie then?
A goblin. No.
Oh man.
A mole rat. A crocodile. David Bowie's the Florida man.
The only human in all of Wanderhome is just David Bowie.
A Florida man is his own animal, you know what I mean?
It's true.
I mean, it's really hard to classify David Bowie as anything other than David Bowie.
Yeah, it's usually I get a vibe, man.
Yeah.
David Bowie classification. David Bowie. I think it works.
Maybe this isn't an animal, but like a colorful mist.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's what I mean. That's the vibe I get.
It turns out it's a witch in name, but it's actually David Bowie.
I kind of want a lost innocent at the heart of it all, just so I can have another friend for Echo.
I mean, honestly, that's also really good. I really do like an innocent.
We can.
And then Kane can have 3 children to watch.
That's true. That's true.
Where do we keep finding all of these children?
Just every location.
Echo just Echo's poking stick just like directs them to the next child.
You just start. It's like in Princess Bride with the sword directing, but you're just like directing towards another kid.
Like a dowsing rod, almost.
Yes.
But towards
David Bowie jokes aside, I think a heroic guide who might not be helpful would be also very interesting.
But that could be David Bowie also.
You were brilliant.
We have David Bowie. We have the guide who's also David Bowie, and then we have the innocent who, is David Bowie.
The innocent can't be David
She's
Bowie.
also David Bowie.
The innocent can't be David Bowie.
That's true. His gold was huge in that movie.
I don't think
Sure,
that's what we.
that's not why, but sure.
Oh, okay.
Our conversation is like every time before the stream. Everybody just.
Okay, so I'll put as our 2 aesthetic elements. It sounds like everyone's on board with a lost innocent at the heart of it all and a heroic guide who might not be helpful.
Oh, yeah. Call us a lost boys.
Yeah. Get oh no, I can't remember the actor. Never mind. I was gonna say one of the actors from Lost Boys, and I
David Bowie.
No. Don't think he's in that.
I was referring more to the Peter Pan bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Things, but
you know we're all David Bowie a little bit on the inside.
He's in us all.
Okay.
Don't phrase it like that.
Folklore about this place. I'm gonna read the folklore. The crow inventor and her wax wings, the paths that grow of their own accord, the 99 wailing minnow demons, or something else of our own invention.
Is this even a debate?
I need minnow demons in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that one.
Yes.
Echo's gonna start singing 99 wailing minnows, demons in the lake, 99.
That'll be good. So yeah, you'll be lost, you'll be stuck in a swamp, there'll be demons screaming at you.
And David Bowie.
and a colorful mist known as David Bowie. That just leaves us with one more nature, which we kind of had gone back and forth on. So let me look. One of the ones that was suggested was carnival.
But we stated that carnival was too close to the other.
I mean, I said that, but my word is not like law. So like, if other people really wanted carnival,
I think it's chaotic enough with what we have already.
I mean, it could be the corn maze in the carnival.
it could be,
in the swamp.
Yeah,
it's
a big lump of nubs.
I mean, if you've been to
it's actually not even like super swampy. It's kind of muddy. But the more we get lost in the maze, we're just losing our minds. It's like we start seeing apparitions of David Bowie everywhere, and it's just a mess.
And then we start becoming the animals we actually are.
And somehow we start boating each other off an island or something.
And it's not totally full of drama.
Nikki, were you gonna make a suggestion of a nature?
I was. I was thinking. So, I kind of want to do a tavern in the middle of this maze.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
very
also
cool.
very good.
That would be nice because we do have two kind of like desolate, lonely nature. So having something that is like, a place for people to be could be nice. I'll describe, I won't read through all of it, but I'll read what the tavern description is and what it can always do, and then we can decide based on that. A tavern is a place of simple comfort, often settled into while on the journey from one land to the next. This place can always describe a small comfort, sow confusion among the disoriented, offer someone comfort and amenities at a price, give them a token if they refuse your offer. So that'd be kind of what we're looking at with the tavern.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It fits.
The barkeep is David Bowie, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh fuck.
I thought that was a given.
Yeah.
There's an aesthetic element that would be real weird.
Yes.
In a good way or in a bad? Like,
in a confusing way.
Yes.
A cheerful innkeep who you once called family.
I mean,
I do call David Bowie dad.
It can't be David Bowie. David Bowie's already somebody else.
it's a crocodile called David.
I just think it could be interesting if it was someone's family member.
Yeah.
That isn't around anymore.
Yeah. I'll read all the aesthetic elements if we're going with tavern, because it seems like everyone's down for that.
I'm down for alcohol. I mean, for tavern.
Okay, so the aesthetic elements, dry places to sleep, huge fireplace with a big pot of stew, barrels and barrels of mead, great hall jam-packed with layabouts, a bar rat with a secret identity, a cheerful innkeep who you once called family, or something else of your own invention. So we get to pick two of these.
Oh, those are all good.
The great hall jam-packed with layabouts, that would be awesome. So I don't think that's...
We don't need to choose that. That'll just happen.
That'll once we get there, that will be us.
Barrels and barrels of mead sounds great.
Yeah.
It sounds like
Yeah.
Echo's
that's
gonna
be
get
it, right?
drunk. What?
Oh no.
Yeah. They've got to learn.
Ella has never had alcohol.
She thinks
so...
it's juice. They think it's juice.
No.
I'd rather you drink in the house.
And you've never seen Tika intoxicated, so this could be interesting.
Ooh.
Does Tika become a lover when she...
A lover.
Who loves to hug kids?
Oh, does Tika become a lover who loves to hug kids?
The opposite of Tika.
As opposed to a hater. A hater who hates to be around kids.
I contain multitudes. You just need to see.
How much ale does it take? Meat does it take to get Tika to like Echo?
To allow Echo to put a hand on her shoulder.
To not tense up when they're hugged by a sticky child.
I just imagine every time Tika looks away, you can just see Echo pouring more alcohol into the cup. It just
Finally
disappears under the table.
Have a little bit more.
What is this? It's
Okay.
a never empty glass. It's just always filling itself up.
It's one of the folklore of the place. It's the drink that never ends.
David Bowie is a sorcerer.
I just realized we already are traveling with David Bowie.
Yep.
We have a sexy blue Smurf. That's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, sure. anything could be David Bowie. What do we want our second aesthetic element
That's
to
fucking
be?
true, man. Anything could be David Bowie. Wow, truer words have never been spoken.
Words
In
of
which we know,
wisdom.
in which we discover that David Bowie is a mimic.
There we go. Oh my god.
Roll
That's-
initiative. Turn to infinity.
I think most people would just let the mimic eat them if it looked like David Bowie, to be fair.
Yeah.
You know, you're not wrong. What do we want our second element to be?
Well,
What was-
a cheerful innkeeper, right?
Yeah.
Did we want to do that?
Yeah.
I'm down.
The question is whose family?
That is the question.
I volunteer tribute.
Well, my mom's
Oh.
dead.
Like, it could be. So
In
I
the
know that like a
story.
couple of us have family that's still alive, just
Yeah.
like not around. So
Echo, do you want it to be one of, I should say Nikki, do you want it to be one of Echo's parents?
I mean, Kane also volunteered, so I mean we could roll for it if you want.
Yeah, but Kane has a
I mean-
board.
Kate has enough.
Kane's
Yeah,
got family.
He's fine. He'll be fine. It,
I mean, it's not gonna be
I
a
have a
positive
brother.
experience.
I do feel like Kane also keeps in touch with his family. Like he feels like one of those guys, you know, responsible.
He writes letters for sure.
no, I think he just gives the letters to me, and I'm like, I'll deliver them eventually.
But you're traveling together, so that's like,
All
it's like I'll
75
see
of
them
them,
when
I
you
just-
see them.
I just
Yeah, he's just like,
It's
okay,
Kane's wife,
goodbye,
and they're
and he
just
just
like,
starts walking
why?
away,
Why?
and then he turns around, and I'm just there.
Oh, this is your spouse. Here, I have letters for you. 75 letters. Put on the table.
Oh,
my
hey,
God.
here, I got a package for you
Um,
from him.
yeah, Excel, do you want to roll for it or
sure, we can
Hell
go
yeah.
for it.
cool?
Let the
Roll
dice
it.
decide if I can find.
Okay, I have a die. You want high
You roll
odds
it.
or evens?
I'm gonna roll 2.
I don't think that's how that works.
Odds. Okay,
I'm
I'll
gonna-
roll 2.
Nope, I'm rolling.
Everybody rolls. Everybody rolls. I'll
Let's see
take
who gets a
evens.
family member. Let's go.
Did you want odds or evens?
I'll take evens.
I rolled a 1 on a d6. Let's go. I'm winning.
I
got a
rolled
4.
16,
Not
an
even
18.
kidding.
You got an 18, is what you said?
Yeah.
Was it odd? I don't remember what you
On a
picked.
Kane picked
I don't
evens.
remember if 18 isn't out of me.
I remember what type of number it is. I don't remember what you said.
I said 18. I think,
No.
I, think I said even.
Oh, okay, that's the part I didn't
think it's-
remember.
I think it's
Even, yeah.
This is the most confusing dice rolling I've ever heard of.
We're already in
Okay,
it.
I
Yeah,
think
there
the
is.
result is the Innkeeper is related to Kane.
Okay.
I believe is what that dice roll meant. All right, we
If
get to
it's your
choose one.
spouse, I'm calling them my parent, and it's gonna make it awkward. Just so
Oh,
you
if
know.
it's your spouse, that would be so good because it says you once called family.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, was there background stuff that I didn't know?
No, I'm just saying, just the aesthetic element is a cheerful innkeep who you once called family. So if it is Kane's spouse, that retroactively makes something true about Kane and his spouse.
Yep.
Up to you. but-
It'll be his spouse. Yes.
As
My
a catty
God.
gay, I am here for the drama.
God, yes.
Very
This is
good.
everything.
Echo's still gonna awkwardly call them their parent.
Oh shit! I can finally deliver those letters Kane kept giving me.
No, that's
It's
the
a little
reason
late.
why.
His wife that he's written like he hasn't talked. He's ghosted essentially. Like.
Oh my
he's
god.
been
Not
sending le-
intentionally.
He's been sending letters.
Oh, I see.
but Ella has them all. So.
Oh my god.
It's been like 6 years. I don't know.
I just thought you were sending letters. That's really good. All right, we can also choose one folklore about this place from the options. The first is the night the old king drank here. The second folklore is the cat with the magic ale. And then the third is how the old wombat outdrank the slobbering god. Or as always, we can make up something.
To the
I-
last one. That sounds
Last
fun.
one.
The last one,
That's-
how
yeah.
the old
Outdrank.
wombat outdrank the slobbering god.
And he has an
Yeah,
interesting.
I trust that wombat.
Yeah. I think it leans into the mysticism that we were
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
planning for.
True. Okay. So that's all of our natures chosen. The next thing that we talked about already is thinking about moving into the season of or the month of grasping. So the
Why?
previous two oh no. Is everything okay?
Continue.
Did you
Don't
move
mind me.
everything? I thought your internet was dropping out or something.
No, my patience was.
So the first two sessions of this game were in Firetop, which is like kind of the quintessential fall season. It would be like October-ish. So there's like leaves are changing. We've got hot apple cider. The next month, which we talked about moving into for the last half of our game, it's called Grasping. Grasping is a cold and difficult month when the leaves have fallen from the trees and the silt air becomes uncomfortably cold. Is everyone interested in moving into a new month?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So with the months, we choose one thing that this place lacks. The others are all present. So this specific location, one of these things it won't have: leafless trees, cold and rocky soil, fog banks rolling in, or an alien and unfamiliar sky. So one of those will decide the place doesn't have, all the rest it will. This is the hardest one for me because I always like all these prompts, and so I'm like, I don't want to take any of these out.
Okay.
Well, we're dealing with a swamp, so I think the leafless trees would be out, but that's just me trying to be logical, and that's something this stream definitely is not.
I'll counter cold and rocky soil. You also probably wouldn't necessarily find in a swamp.
I think that's
Yeah.
right.
Whereas there are some trees in swamps.
Well, leafless trees.
Well, I think leafless because of the season. So
okay.
it's not that they're always leafless. It's just that the season right now that's why they're leafless.
Hey, you just for not for me, for everybody else. What's the page number of this information?
224.
Ah, amazing.
For everyone in chat, if you have your Wanderhome books open, turn to page 224.
Follow along.
Go ahead and follow
yeah, guys,
along.
come on, keep
turn
up,
the
guys.
page when the bell rings.
If you're vaping along with us.
And just to confirm, which one are we talking about?
Grasping is the season.
Of course.
Ding.
We'll figure this out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Do we have one that we want this place to not have? Leafless trees, cold and rocky soil, fog banks rolling in, or an alien and unfamiliar sky.
I think the first one, the one with the
trees.
No, that's not the one. I meant the floor one. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to figure out where we are. It's not working.
So cold and rocky soil, we think the swamp doesn't have. I think that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, because then we can sink into it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that is the point. Yeah.
Of course.
All right. Let me cross this out. And then we get to choose 3 to 4 signs of the month found in this place, which there are kind of a lot of these. So I'll read them, but I'll also just put them in the Discord.
Thank God.
Sorry, I should have done that with the other stuff, but I didn't.
You're good. It's not your fault. I don't know how to navigate a PDF.
So this is in our Wanderhome Discord. I posted this, but I'll read them as well. So we're picking 3 to 4 of these that are showing that it's grasping here in this place. So one is sweaters and scarves, strange yellow sunsets, sharing smokes, bowls of soup, half-frozen lakes, faraway screech of distant scorpion packs, muddy leaves across the ground, gifts of food for the hungry, kids anxiously watching the shadows, a somber festival paying respects to the dead, or a creeping sense of unease, or something else of our own invention.
How many of these do we get?
3 to 4.
Oh.
I'm kind of leaning towards the somber festival.
Oh,
but again,
yes.
that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I am as well.
Oh yeah.
And maybe we could do with like some scorpion vibes, but again, that's just me also.
There's so much screeching.
Yeah, it's just a very loud location.
But that makes me think of cicada infestations.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We've got, what was the other one? Minnows? Wailing minnow demons. And then distant
99 of them.
I like the creeping sense of unease because that goes hand in hand with us getting lost in the swamp.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I, Ashton, now want soup so bad.
I do want bowls of soup to be one of them. I would love soup.
Soup is so fucking good.
You should bowl for it.
Yeah. I think...
Oh!
Wait, hang on. I have 2 creeping
sense of unease for the soup? Or
we only have 3 right now, so we could pick one more. Oh.
I think they're bowling to win the soup, yeah.
Yeah, bowling to win the soup, not in order to get money for the soup.
Yeah, there's one.
No, I think the prize money is the soup.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said a roll, and so I thought you were like, oh, we should roll for this, like we did for the other thing. And I was going, we could just have it. I don't think we have to roll for it. But you were making a joke about the pop punk band bowling for soup. Can we do bowls of soup though, for real? As
absolutely.
One of the elements
I fucking love soup.
I imagine a bowl of like some kind of mushroom soup would be good in a swamp.
Ooh, yeah.
Any soup would be good in a swamp, I think. I think all soup is good soup.
Oh, that you would be surprised.
any port in a storm, any soup in a swamp. All right. Then the last thing, which I think we all kind of decided on this, but I'll mention it again just in case I'm wrong. There are different holidays for different seasons, and the one for grasping, there's 3 different ones we could do for grasping. It sounded like the one that we wanted to do was Nameless Day, which in rare and cursed places, no one speaks of the last day of Silt. The slobbering god might be long dead, but she is not yet forgotten. Yeah, so it fits with the
it fits perfectly with where we are.
Yeah. So.
And we also picked the slobbering god for one of the folklores of the place as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it double fits.
Yeah.
Look at all that fitting.
It's a well-written game, folks. The prompts fit really well together.
I could find it on the book.
I feel like I'm like it's gonna cut to a shot of Joel, and you just have like not even Wanderhome open. Like you have some other book.
At this point, I'm starting to doubt that this is Wanderhome, honestly. Oh, I found Nameless Day. Okay.
Joel has just loose papers. They're trying to
just flying everywhere.
Just behind the computer, you see like the wall covered in like all the pages of Wanderhome, and it's just strings connected.
That would be a good way to play this game, to be honest. Okay, so then the last pick list that we have is we choose 2 traditions that this place doesn't engage in, and the rest all happen. So I will put this in the Discord as well. Just for anyone who hasn't fortuitously stumbled upon the page. Same. Locked doors, symbols painted on walls, straw scapegoats. One of these is bugs, so I don't know if we want to do that one. Ringing bells, knives under pillows, and whispered prayers. So
yeah,
2 of them we won't have.
These are the ones that we don't do.
There are 2 of these that this place doesn't engage in. The rest all happen.
I think the bug one should be one of those.
Yeah.
And then, well, I mean,
left doors. Everybody, all the doors.
I do like all the doors
being
open.
All the doors are just.
No, wait, no.
If they're locked, pirate can get in. Yeah.
Respectfully.
It doesn't matter. Respectfully, pirate can get in. So like, that doesn't even matter.
With the raw bug meat and the knives under pillows not being the ones. That's what I think.
Yeah, those are the 2 that we don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. I think knives under pillows is a little bit too aggressive for the vibes that we're going for.
Yeah. They should go in the kitchen.
So we'll have locked doors, symbols painted on walls, straw scapegoats, ringing bells, and whispered prayers. Let me paste these into our document.
And the straw goat makes me think of the Christmas goat in Sweden every year. That the giant Christmas goat that they do a countdown to see whether or not they do a countdown to see how long it takes for it to be set on fire.
I don't think I know about this at all.
Is there a record?
I'd have to
how
look.
Fast and how slow? Okay.
But the town is called Gävle, and it's spelled Gavle, and it's the Gävle goat. And yeah, so that's immediately where my mind went when we were like straw goats. Like, oh,
yeah.
That's a look into my brain. You're welcome.
I think it makes sense. All right, let me copy this. Okay. I believe those are all the things we need to pick as far as natures and stuff like that. The next thing that we'll do is make up some kith, which we've kind of been doing already, but we'll fill in like the details. So similar to how every location has 3 natures, every kith has at least 2 traits. Traits are on. Traits are on. Start on page. Let's see where it actually properly starts. The list of all the traits is on page 113 in the PDF.
That's
some of them are already given. For example, let me look into these notes. So like any time that something's in kind of like italics, that's usually a trait. So some of the places that we already have, or some of the kith that we already have, is we do have the witch, who has the trait witchy, so that makes sense. We have a lost innocent, and lost is a trait for that character. And then we also have a heroic guide, so heroic is a trait for that character. So let me.
We already have a bunch of like just from picking these because
so we probably won't make up more kith other than this. We'll just have these. Oh, and actually, sorry, we also have the.
Story I met of David Bowie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The cheerful innkeep. Yeah, your wife.
My wife.
All right, let's see. Kane's wife.
I didn't know you were married to a celebrity. What?
And
we try to keep that on the low.
Oh, so that be married to David Bowie, it's not something you would brag about to get one up on me. I see how it is.
Because I mean, at that point, I've already won.
You know what? That's valid. Yeah. I think I'll just see the competition at that point.
There you go.
You win.
Nikki's
I am not
so
married
tired.
to David Bowie.
I'm just like scrolling desperately to find what's going on while you two are talking.
I know that feeling. Trust me.
All right. So witchy. So we're making kith. So we're picking some traits, and I was also just writing down some of the traits on kith we already have. So we have 4 kith that come with what we've already basically established about this place. Mm-hmm. All of them already have 1 trait associated with them. So I'll start with the witch. And we'll pick a second trait for the witch, and then actually, so with kith, every trait gives them things that they can do. If you'd like, we can either all pick the things they can do together, or if you all want to simplify it, I can just pick the things that they can do from the lists. It's really up to you. If you're kind of like, I'm tired of picking things off of lists. Nikki's pointing at the camera, which I think is supposed to be me. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not tired of picking things, but I'm not gonna lie and say it's not gonna be easier if you do it.
Yeah.
So
it will definitely be easier if I do it.
It would definitely be faster too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so witchy we've already got. Do we want for traits? Did everyone find the list of all the traits?
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
I did.
So Joel,
it could be a little bit longer.
I'll ask you, out of all of these traits, just based on the name of the trait, what is one that you would want for this witch that you're delivering a letter to? Witchy is the one she already has, so you'll have to choose the second one.
Okay.
Sorry, I know you have that locked and loaded.
All right.
Plan A, throw nothing. That's it.
We can also come back to you. I can put Kane on the spot.
I think grieving would be
Ooh, grieving is a good
really
one.
good one.
Cool. I'll put grieving.
All of them have grieving.
Grieving.
All of the kids are gonna be grieving.
I mean, I guess we could do that. All right. So then, Extel Kane's wife, already has the tag, the trait cheerful. What
Not for
second? What?
This is not for long.
Not for long.
Kane walks in.
What would be a second trait that you would want for Kane's wife?
I don't think this one's serious, but I just looked at the thing and the only thing I saw was dead, and I was like, oh.
Dead. Well, I think some of the kith we currently are with are dead.
Yeah, the firefly is dead.
Yeah, the firefly is dead.
I was really close to picking dead for the witch, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is a cool one.
I'm thinking I was just added passionate.
Ooh, passionate's a good one.
Can't you give out?
Cool. All right. I'll throw this one to you, Nikki, because you wanted to have the lost innocent. Do you have a second tag? So lost is one of the traits. Do you have a second trait that you would want this innocent to be?
Imaginative.
Cool. Imaginative. Imaginative. And then Shelby and Ashton, you'll split custody of the heroic guide. Heroic is one of the traits. Do either of you have an idea for the second trait you would want for this guide?
I'm vibing with dead.
I do love that. I'm down. Yeah.
Cool. I'll do dead.
I'll be honest. I don't have the sheet up. So I was just gonna agree with anything, but I really do like dead.
It'd be funny if the only reason why he's not really good at what he does is because he just keeps falling apart.
Yeah, like
he's missing an eye, doesn't have any depth perception, so he's like, now we go left.
Very good. I think
Yeah.
I think that's everything for making a location. So
I just imagine his arm twisting the wrong way. He goes, let's go that way, but then he buzzes his arm and it's just pointing the opposite.
Yeah. Do we want to come up with a name for this swamp?
I think it would be funny if it didn't have a name.
No name swamp.
What about
What about Ma?
What about Florida?
Ma Swamp. You know.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Ma Swamp.
MAH.
I know this was maybe a joke suggestion, Joel, but given that the holiday that we would be celebrating is Nameless Day, it would be cool if the swamp doesn't have a name.
I wasn't kidding. I was kidding. I am always usually kidding.
Listen,
About time I was.
But I agreed with you then, so let's do it.
It's okay. I think it's a good idea because it fits with the theme.
Yeah.
It's also not really like a place. It's just a swamp with like a random tavern in it. So like feels like it shouldn't have a name.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
But if we want to go with Maul, I'm 100% down with it.
I like the Nameless Swamp. I'll put my thumb on the scale.
Maybe we name it Mom. If it doesn't have a name, we can give it a name.
Oh, I love that for us.
Just come in. We think this swamp should have a name.
Swamp.
Okay, so I think this would be a good time for us, since we decided on this stuff, this would be a good time to take a break, and that way I can pick the stuff for the kith and stuff like that, and then we can come back with actually being in this location.
Okay, go have water and go to the bathrooms and come back in like 5-10 minutes. Bye!
Oh man.
And you'll never know what we were talking about. Yeah,
It'll probably be mentioned
That's not
again.
true. I have autism. I'll probably mention it.
Nikki, is there stuff you need to say for the second half, or should we just jump right in?
Jump right in.
So, we spent the first half of this game coming up with a location we're going to be exploring in character. I spent the break busily typing away, condensing things, and we're gonna get into
so flawlessly.
Thank you. And gave everyone else time to talk about really whatever they wanted to. So since we are coming to a new location, and since we're doing a little bit of a time jump, I'm going to return to the questions that the book gives for whenever we start a new adventure. And those are, first we'll answer, the first three we'll answer out loud, and then the fourth one we'll answer in our own minds. First, what sort of place did we just travel from? This could be literally the last place in game that we were at, but since there's been a time jump, if you all want to come up with like, well, we were on our way to the swamp, we hit up blah 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 blah.
The carnival.
Carnival, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Echo is still riding that sugar high.
And sticky.
So sticky. Like their bag is full of more food that's probably bad by now, but they're still picking at it slowly.
There has to be cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everywhere.
They stuff they found out that if you melt cotton candy, it just turns into like a liquid, and then it gets solid. So if you just melt enough cotton candy to fill up the entire cup, you just have a giant solid sugar cube.
I mean,
what a weird way to get sugar.
So a sugar lick instead of a salt lick.
Yes.
Excellent.
He's the track.
They told nobody.
Why did you put that image in my head? Why would you do this to me?
You're welcome.
Science.
Yeah. Just imagine a little gecko tongue licking a sugar lick.
It just like randomly licks inside the bag for no reason whatsoever. What are you doing? Nothing.
I imagine.
What's in your bag? Runs.
I imagine Ella probably collected mail from everybody at the carnival since they're traveling, and be like, "Hi, I'm a mail person. You got mail?
You got mail? You want to go to a swamp?"
I don't know where we're going, boys. It smells real reek up north. So, oh, you do? Okay, awesome. 1 crab, please.
They're like, "What's a crab? We don't use that currency here."
They just give me a full crab. I mean, I was gonna eat it, but okay.
Not a bad trade. Next question. Do we feel our journey has been long?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, King certainly does.
No.
Echo thinks it's been too short.
Physically and spiritually, an eternity.
I'm gonna join the it's been slow. It's been short.
Yeah.
My knees are acting up, but other than that.
You had kneeses?
You should put on your ointment. You always forget to do it, pirate.
Ointment is what the government wants.
I think I took that.
It's in the salt lick.
The sugar
No.
lick.
It's a sugar lick, first off. But second off, no.
I'm so sorry.
Somebody asked for
my
lotion
fault.
and they gave them that ointment.
I think if you're looking for something that will help your aches and pains, we passed the farmer that was selling some manure. They said that it cures all manner of ailments. Perhaps you might be interested.
Oh,
I already have
shrimp.
I already have manure in my pocket.
It was fun
That's
to do
disgusting.
manure angels.
Yes, I noticed.
We're discovering where the pungent smell in the swamp is maybe not native to the swamp. It might just be Echo.
It is a different kind of stench. I wouldn't know.
I do imagine that
You're so sweet.
I'm no
Hugs.
longer a Honduran white bat for a few days. Until it probably rains, and then I slowly become white again.
Yeah.
Or someone forces us to go into the river.
Yeah. It's like, all right, this is an intervention. The kids need to shower.
Is there somewhere we hope to go?
Back to the carnival. No, I'm kidding.
That could be where Echo hopes to go.
Yeah.
Someplace with alcohol. I need it.
I would probably want somewhere that is ahead of us.
That is a what?
Ahead of us.
Oh, ahead of us.
Like in front of, yeah. Like we're walking out and down over there.
My auditory processing could not handle what you were saying. No, I think it was me. Anyone else? Is there somewhere we hope to go?
I think Kane said a home.
Home, yeah.
Fire's just following the wind.
Following
Sorry.
or breaking?
Yeah.
Why not both?
Stinky. Stinky group of creatures.
Pirates following the stench. It just heads that way.
Look, pirate stinks, but it's like a comforting stink. You know what I mean?
How can stink be comforting? I don't
like-
understand.
I understand.
Like a musk.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a musk. Or like honestly, when I was a kid, I spent so much time with like horses and barns and stuff like that because I loved horses. And so like a barny like manure smell is honestly kind of a comforting stink.
There you go.
To me. not necessarily to everyone, but
I also
get that.
have that. So
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Riding horses is fun.
It's not weird. Yeah, that's true. Dogs also come.
It's the combination of like the smell of the animals and hay and the dirt.
Yeah.
And then there's just like a hint of the manure smell. Like that's not the goal of the smell.
That is what pirate smells like at all times.
A hint of manure.
Well, it's the white
like a
one.
barn.
I grew up in California, so I love the smell of smog in the morning. You know.
We all have our stinks that we like. The last question, which we will spend a quiet moment and answer silently in our heads. Where is my home? But that's a question that'll take longer than just a moment to answer, I think, for all of our creatures, as we get into a very swampy location. It is also getting colder, so the air is chill. There are no leaves on the trees. It's definitely the swamp isn't frozen over. It's still very swampy and sticky. But yeah, all the colorful leaves from Firetop have fallen off of the trees, and we have entered the season of grasping. Here's another thing that I'll ask you all. Every time grasping rolls around, I'll ask all of your characters, is there something you're hiding from everyone else?
Do I have to say what it is?
No, you don't have to say what it is. You can just say yes or no.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Are you hiding something from everybody else?
Yeah, and you don't have to say what it is. You can just say yes or no.
I have no fur. How could I be hiding anything from anyone? That's why I wear clothing.
I think I think Ella's an open book. I think Ella wouldn't hide that she's trans from everybody. So that would be like the only thing that she might hide.
Love that.
But she's comfortable with everybody, so
Yeah.
Oh well, she wouldn't necessarily be hiding it, but she's totally trying to spend more time with Echo. After that last conversation, which is why she went for the manure, even though she didn't want to. But she was like, "Well, this is what I committed to."
Very good.
And we have lost someone.
Yes, we lost Extel.
That storm really did hit.
I guess he did win.
Echo is definitely hiding something.
Echo is hiding something. All right, I think Extel is back, and you might need to move stuff around on the overlay.
We're good.
Nikki. Oh, good, perfect.
They were the last person on the bottom, so it's
nice.
He didn't want to answer whether he was hiding something.
I am hiding something.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So
myself.
Quiet quitting. Yeah.
what you missed was that Ella is not hiding that
yeah.
they're trans, and also is also not hiding because it's kind of obvious that they're hanging out with Echo more.
Yeah.
And then Echo said they're definitely hiding something.
Yeah.
Kane is also definitely hiding something.
Pirate has an STD, but I don't know if they're hiding it.
What does somebody tell Echo that stands for?
Super tight
dresses.
Don't say it. It's not any more appropriate to say to a kid.
Someone else take it. Someone else take it.
Something traumatic to discuss.
That something traumatic to.
Too early for this talk.
That's too many letters.
No. We don't count the two
tolerance
because it doesn't
disorder.
matter.
Yeah. Sugar tolerance disorder. It means that if you eat too much sugar, you won't be able to later. Yeah. You don't want to do that.
I don't want an STD then.
Yeah.
You really don't, dude.
No.
It itches. Yeah.
Pirate.
Is that what the ointment is for?
What does it actually mean?
It's that.
No, you can tell me. It's okay.
Super. Yeah. You know what? Maybe I'm not the person to tell you.
Oh, okay. Taka.
Melody is like, you can tell me too. Actually, I'm old enough to know.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing is when you're old enough, when you are old enough, you'll know, you know?
Looks at Tika.
And she just, I am just quietly blinking and wondering, how am I going to phrase this in a diplomatic manner? Because it would be one thing to say that this would be unique to Pirate, but I've heard of other people with these things.
Not taking this one.
Why is everybody looking at me? Why do I have to define these things for you all?
You're really good at it.
Like I said, it's something traumatic to discuss. Let's just say it's a kind of crab that you do not want to trade with other people.
You know what? Good enough.
I think that should end that scene. I think we should move on at that point.
Yes.
That answers the question.
Transition.
What was...
you all arrive at a tavern. It's kind of oddly in like not the center of the swamp, but like it's in the swamp. But it's like pretty warm and inviting looking. I think the thing that's odd is there's not necessarily like some road and stuff leading up to it. And I think up to that point, all of you might be a little bit lost before you find the tavern. So you're like, we're in this swamp. We don't really know where we are. We don't really know, like, it kind of just gradually transitioned into a swamp. We weren't expecting this. But you see, this really warm, nice, cozy tavern.
I just want to say this map sucks. This tavern is not on this map. Asia's is not. I don't know where we are.
That's fine. Heck yeah, let's go. Empire just kind of like tries to sprint towards it, but they have bad knees, and also it's swampy.
Yeah.
Not going great. It's not going great for him.
Yeah, just
He's so fast.
It's crunchy and wet.
Two attributes that you would never hope to hear in the same sentence, but here we are.
How is Tika doing with the swamp?
Good enough answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Space journey.
So you head into this tavern, which there's I think the first good sign is like as soon as you open the door, there is like a little like mat to like wipe your feet off. It's like, oh, yeah, you can get a little bit clean. Kane, do you want to describe what your wife looks like?
No pressure on the thing.
She's also a black wolf, and she's tall, rather muscular, actually taller than Kane, more muscular than Kane. She has like a scar over her right eye, like she's been through some stuff, and she also has this calming presence that you can't help but like float to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you have an idea of what her name is?
Elena.
Nice. Elena with an E.
Yeah.
It has to be said really deep and husky, though.
That's not where you think it is.
So yeah, Kane, you come into this tavern and you see Elena is like the tavern's not very busy. There's like maybe no one else here. And she's kind of like cleaning some glasses, looks up and does something that she can always do, which is gallivant into an awkward situation. She looks up and says, how can I help you all today? Oh.
Hey, Kane. They look very similar to you. They're pretty. You're pretty.
Oh yeah. So do I. And I put on my cane mask, but I'm not.
I'm gonna put mine on too.
Why do you still have those?
You would be surprised, how often this comes in handy.
And
I used it at the carnival too.
I will pick some grime out. I will pick some grime out from under my claws. Fascinating.
Hi, honey. It's been a while.
Honey, I don't think you get to call me honey anymore.
Yeah, no, I get that. I was sending you letters. Actually, you didn't get them, did you?
I have not gotten a letter from you, no.
Can you go a little bit slower? Okay.
Ella, you got the letters. You got the letters. You have the letters. You have the letters.
Sorry, what's your name, ma'am?
My name's Elena. You have letters for me?
Oh, I have a package for you. Here. And I just roll out all of Kane's letters. Here you go.
Kane, how long has it been since you've seen Elena?
About 6 years since I got Melody, so to speak.
Yeah.
When did Ella join?
6 years ago.
So none of these.
Roughly 5 years, 3 months ago.
So 9 months of letters and then nothing for 5 years.
Oh my god. She takes the package.
As soon as I give it to her, I go back to writing. She takes the package.
She looks at Melody and is like, well, would you have told her about your ward during the time the letters were being sent?
No.
No. Okay. So she looks at Melody and is like, who is that?
Who is that?
This is Melody. Melody, say hi.
Melody waves kind of nervously.
Melody waves kind of nervously.
She's my ward I was entrusted with.
Entrusted with.
Which is why I've been kind of wandering around from place to place. It's a long story. I was sending letters that I now realize I should have sent them with another mail carrier, but it's
no, I got them to the destination.
You did do a good job.
I did. Oh, also 2 crabs.
She's not looking at Ella at all right now, just looking at Kane. She's gonna do something that she can always do, which
I'll put it on the tab, don't worry.
Which is lose her temper and damage something important. And when you say this thing of like, oh, like this word was entrusted to me, she kind of like composes herself and she says, okay, so there are people who can rely on you. It's just not me.
Oh man. Oh, is that meat over there? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab some meat if you guys want to anyone want to come with me. That's not in this immediate conversation because I think that would be great.
No, thank you.
You can have
For
a seat.
once,
I'll get you. I'll be
yes.
more than happy to get you some mead. And
Thank you so much. I'm gonna sit on the other side of the tavern.
Yeah, she like turns and goes to start getting mugs of mead.
Wow, for once, so pirate, cool. I will gladly go with you. There are too many emotions here.
Heck yeah.
Echo is just like, what is happening?
She walks away with determination and power.
Hell yeah.
But Kane looks weak and small.
Why I married her.
It's why I married her, he said, dejected.
Yeah.
Do you think Kane has talked about Elena to Melody?
A little bit, yeah.
I think Melody looks like pretty visibly upset about this because she kind of knows who this person is. And I think though she is going to kind of withdraw into herself as she often does and scurry off to sit with Pirate and Tika.
Real motley crew.
Kane, I think you see something in her eyes which you haven't seen before, which is a plain, like almost disappointed, like distrust of you, as she kind of withdraws and goes to sit with everyone else.
Emotional damage twice in one day. Okay. Let's have a seat.
Sweets where?
This is gonna be such an interesting part of my book. Wow.
You are not allowed to copy this down.
What did you say?
You are not allowed to copy.
I am not allowed to copy this part down. Okay. Starting when? Right now?
Right? Yeah, right now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, this part must be a secret that is.
Who? Important. Just so we're aware, who exactly are you telling this to, so we can all be in the right place?
Yeah,
I'm talking to Ella, saying not to copy down what I'm.
Well, yes, the next part.
No, yeah, that is okay. Also what I said, Ella.
And I will make a mental note to tell Ella later, so that she may have all of the details.
I'll let you suffer alone when I go join the others.
Okay, so Tika, Pirate, Ella, Melody are sitting off to one side. Is Echo staying with Kane, or is Echo going with everybody else?
Echo will stay.
Or a third thing.
Echo will stay because the mention of sweets happened, but also because I think they can sense something is up.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kane, you sit down. Are you sitting like kind of, I'm imagining you're sitting like kind of like at the bar, like closer to where she is. Yeah. She comes around the bar, takes the mead over to the other table. She's exceedingly friendly and polite to the rest of you. Like is like, here you go, like telling you about the tavern, gets you all set up with like, your mead, lets you know like if you need anything, come and get her. Comes back around to the bar and kind of like puts her hand like this and looks at Kane and says, so
first I missed you. Well, okay, look, you know how I was working as a royal guard in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you heard about it falling.
I did hear about that.
Melody is the daughter of the monarchs of that kingdom.
Okay.
I had to get her away. I was the only one there, and we've been kind of on the run a little bit ever since then, until she can take back her throne and reestablish her kingdom. Is the last request of the king and queen. It was a lot of stuff that it was hard to get in contact with people, and so I couldn't tell you everything.
I guess on the bright side, you didn't exactly just start a new family without me. So that's good. I'm glad about that. I have to be honest, Kane. I thought you'd died. I thought that was the only reason you would have not been reaching out to me, and so I'm happy to see you, but this is it's a lot.
Yeah, I get that. Look, this is, we can talk more another time if you want. So you have time to process this.
Yeah, I think I might go in the back and get the cook to come out and take over, and I might go upstairs and lay down for a while.
You look good though. Seems like you've been keeping up that workout regimen that you had.
She like gestures with her head over to like these big kegs of mead and is like, the job keeps me busy.
You look good. But yeah, I'll let you lay down.
I am happy to see you.
His tail wags.
She like wipes off the counter a little bit, tosses the little rag to the side, goes back into the back, and then an alligator comes out, of course, to take over, an alligator Kith, and is kind of like, almost like I don't think he knows exactly what's going on, but he could tell that his coworker was really upset. So he's just like, "All right, who's here to have a good time?" But it's like only you guys.
I get 3 shots of mead, please. Like all of them.
Yeah, coming right up. Gives you some mead.
Pirate has already like downed 2 giant mugs of mead.
Yeah. Does Pirate want more?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, this alligator keeps it coming, keeps the mead flowing.
I love that. I never stop.
What is this? What is?
Just drink it, you'll feel better.
Honestly, it will. Yes. Yeah, it takes a minute. For sure.
If you let it linger, it tastes like honey after a while. Yeah.
Oh, really? I do the exact opposite. I never let it linger.
Can I have one?
No.
Yeah. Oh.
Looks confused. Ducks under.
Well, just a little. I think we should give him just a little bit, just because, like, it's great to have an experience like this. So you know what you're getting yourself into, and also they're surrounded by loving adults and friends. So I think it would be actually pretty good if they want some. I don't want to keep the flower of them from flourishing. You know what I mean?
No.
Echo pops back up.
Talking about underage drink. What's going on here? Like you're like.
Was Echo drinking when they were under the table?
Want to see something cool?
Who's Echo asking that to? Just everyone?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to partake.
Do I get 2 tokens because 2 people agreed?
I think they get tokens.
No.
Let me look.
If they agree, I get a token.
Yeah, then you get 2 tokens.
I'll agree.
Oh no, wait. They get a token if no. I think it should say you get a token if they say yes, because it says they get a token if they say yes. I don't know.
I think it is the person, because I think the rest say you.
Okay.
Yeah, because Kane says, "Ask where's my ward." They get a token if they help you find your ward.
Gotcha.
Not Kane. I think it's the other person.
Well,
it is confusing because Echo's pronouns are they them, but but I think it is.
I need to get a token because I delivered a package.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, I think that's also. I think the other person gets a package.
God, freaking dang
it! Sorry. Sorry.
It's fine. I couldn't move it anyway. I don't know how this application works.
So I'm getting a token here. Was that?
You get a token, yeah, because you said, "Do you want to?" You said yes to. Do you want to see something cool?
Echo will turn an upside down ale glass onto the table.
Oh no!
Whoa, where'd you get that?
From the table.
Did you drink that?
Tastes like juice. It tastes like what my dad used to drink.
Oh, that was all right. We'll get it. That we don't have time to unpack all of that right now. But I love this for you. Yeah. Well, don't have any more.
The rest of you see a little blue light, like kind of wobbly, fly up to the side from Echo's shoulder.
Echo, no. I'm Echo. No.
It's already hidden.
You see what the mead does to you, Echo.
It makes me feel really warm and happy.
Hey, everything is starting to move.
Yeah. That'll happen.
I try to catch Knack, and I'm
Just be careful when standing up.
What?
I'm like jumping around.
Oh no!
Trying to catch Knack.
Yeah, Knack is like, it's like going so slowly for both. Like both of you are going so slowly, but Knack is like just kind of floating out of the way as you reach for him.
Hey, Kane.
Yeah.
Can I start writing what's happening again?
Yeah. Now the secret is done with, so yeah.
Cool. He just grabs the pen backwards and begins to rub the bottom of it on the piece of paper. It's not working for some reason.
You're doing great. Just keep trying.
I cannot feel anything happening yet. Am I doing this wrong?
Keep drinking and then stand up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever hit me again. I do it a little bit too much, so it's gonna be a long night for me. But you know, it's fine.
I believe you develop poison resistance because of how much you drink.
Yeah, that might be true. I haven't been diagnosed yet, so there's no proof. But I'm gonna take like a little thimble and put some meat in it, and I want to give it to Zoe. So the sexy Smurf can get absolutely wrecked with us.
Yeah, you do that. Zoe drinks it all, and then they like jump up over to the table and like land in the center of it and start like doing a little dance.
Oh, that's awesome! All right, yeah, I'm just gonna keep every time the thimble's empty, I'll just put more in it.
Is it a sexy dance or an awkward dance?
Of course, it's sexy.
It's sexy by default. I think it is a jig though. So it's like a little jig with some little red like wooden shoes. And they're whistling. They're providing their own accompaniment.
Oh, that's so good.
What was that with the Lady King? That was really weird. She didn't even pay me.
I can help you feel better, and I put on my Kane mask. And I'm like,
whoa,
hey,
Kane, there's two of you.
I'm Lady Kane.
There's 6 of you now.
I'm Lady Kane, and here's a coin, and I just like hold out my hand, and it's just a bunched up napkin.
Oh wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Kane's gonna sigh and shake his head. And then he's gonna go find Melody.
Kane, wait, do you want a kiss?
No, my wife.
You don't want a kiss from your lovely spouse?
No.
So rude. Why not?
You have manure in your pocket.
You said you liked it.
Never.
Melody is she learned a little bit from last time. She didn't completely go missing. But she is standing outside of the tavern. And she's kind of like got her hand like this and is like looking around.
What you doing, kid?
Did you hear someone like it sounded like someone was crying?
Listen.
You listen for a while. It's surprisingly loud in this swamp. There's definitely what's described as what was it? Something the faraway screech of distant scorpion packs. So you hear that. That was one of the things we picked.
Don't forget the wailing minnows as well.
Yes, and then you do also hear, which maybe like is the same thing. Like maybe people hear the scorpions and they're like, "Oh, it's these demon minnows," or maybe people hear the minnows and think it's the scorpions. But there is, I'm imagining it's kind of like cicadas, where it's just like this
scorpion.
loud.
No.
Is the scorpion like the claws and the tail, but it's sticking out of a fish?
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
So just a tiny little fishy.
Yeah. But once your ears kind of adjust to like that loud, like cicada like sound, you do swear you could hear the sound in the distance of like a cry.
Oh, that's maybe we should wait till everybody's calmed down to see what that is, but we should probably do that at some point. Everybody's pretty drunk in there. We don't they're not capable.
She's kind of like squinting out and she's like, you don't think we should help them if somebody's in trouble?
At the moment we would probably only be another problem added on to whatever problems they might already have.
Yeah.
You can never. He's gonna derive a lesson from the situation. It's important to realize, Melody, here, that when you help someone, you must first make sure that you yourself are able, because you cannot help someone if you have a broken leg.
If that makes sense. I'm just worried. This place is making me feel like sad and confused, and I don't even know how to get, like, do you know how we're gonna get out of here?
Not a single clue, but my wife lives here apparently, so I'm sure she knows.
Did you talk to her? She seemed mad at you.
Yeah, I haven't seen her since since me and you been traveling together, so she was mad about that because I haven't talked to her at all, so, which is understandable. I mean, I'm honestly pretty sure we might end up like not being married anymore after that, which I was prepared for a while ago. After like the 30 years, kind of like it's probably gonna happen, but
she says, did you know that Ella wasn't giving her the letters?
I honestly forget a lot of the times that Ella is around. Like, it's no offense to Ella, but like, so small. She's so small, and it's so easy to just kind of like, Plus, my attention is usually on you to make sure you're not doing anything crazy like you did at the bazaar.
And you didn't even let me get any cool stuff at the carnival because I was grounded. So I don't even... Echo got to get all kinds of sugar and stuff like that. And every time I wanted some, you were like, no, you're grounded. Am I still grounded?
I totally snuck some to them.
Yeah, Melody, of course, not telling Kane.
Well,
that,
yeah,
but
no,
like...
but so the audience is aware.
Yeah,
Echo totally was like, here's a cotton candy. They're like, stuff in mouth soon.
Yeah. But
why are your lips blue? Don't ask questions.
Manifesting some righteous anger about missing it, even though she did have treats.
You are no longer grounded. I believe you've learned your lesson. It is fine. But you kind of stomped away there. I was just trying to make sure that you're fine.
I'm fine. I was just worried about the crying. Does this mean I'm allowed to have some of the
No.
funny juice?
No. Wait, how old are you?
She's like 12, I think.
No. Maybe if you were 14, but no.
She says, okay, everyone's kind of acting weird now that they've had it, so I don't really know if I want any, but it smells like sweet but stingy.
That's pretty accurate. Actually, this is exactly what it tastes like.
She imagines what it would be like. I don't think I would like it.
Tell you what, I'll make you a non-alcoholic version of it. It'll just be sweet.
Yeah. Ooh, I do like that.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like the sugar lick?
Not that sweet.
Okay, I think that sounds good.
This is when Kane realizes that Echo still has it. They got rid of it like 6 times.
It just keeps coming back. What's going on inside the tavern while this conversation is happening between Kane and Melody?
Do you believe in life?
You're so nice. I think you're incredibly nice, honestly. I know we don't talk anymore a lot anymore, but you're so nice. I think you're great.
I really don't think you're strong enough.
Go Pirate!
Tika is in a worst hell. It got worse somehow.
This is all accompanied by a little sexy blue Smurf doing a jig on the table.
I imagine that after a few minutes, there's just little crabs and shrimps around the little dancing blue boy.
Just doing little kicks.
A couple of napkins that Ella just got given.
Thank you. Just continuing.
Amazing dancer.
I still do not feel the effects of the drink. However, it feels like everything has shifted slightly 2 inches to the left.
Tika, I have a question. Do you
Okay.
believe in
No.
I can feel something inside you. Really? I only know the chorus.
I don't even understand when you're singing the chorus, honestly, but that's okay.
You fucking turn their time.
This whole section is muted.
I feel like you're being very generous to Ashton's ability to perfectly recreate this song.
I didn't say by the algorithm.
Fair enough.
And you will see my ears doing some very weird and probably insulting semaphore with each strange note that I hear, because I'm not so much hearing the music as feeling it, and I don't like this feeling.
Tika, you notice as you're like looking away and like kind of trying to distract yourself from everything going on, you notice out the windows of this tavern some glowing lights off in the distance, kind of fading in, fading out, appearing in different places.
So the first thing that I do is I check to make sure that I still have my firefly.
Fee is still with you.
Good. And then I blink a few times slowly, thinking, perhaps I am finally starting to feel this. Am I seeing things? Perhaps it is the hallucinatory effect of the music. Yes. I am oddly entranced by the lights. If we were in a more technologically advanced setting, you would think of a small red dot. And I am slowly just watching them and kind of following them as they move. Just, this is a beautiful show.
Yeah.
Tika's dancing. Keep going, pirate. Tika's liking it.
Okay. I'll be honest. Those are the only two songs I know.
Redo again.
Okay. I think if I could turn back time.
Zoe doing their little dance, kind of looks around at everyone and says, "Don't you just wish this night could go on forever?"
No.
You know it.
Pirate, as soon as you say you know it, the air around you gets very still and anticipatory. And Zoe stops doing a jig.
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
And I feel like that's probably a good place to wrap up the stream.
Okay.
That was the best nothing happened session.
Oh, something happened.
A lot of things happened.
But yeah, we've just got one session of this left in this tavern.
Yes.
And we'll if you'll even escape.
Join us in 2 weeks. See if we can escape the labyrinth / tavern / swamp.
Full of stank.
Yes. We are going to
keep dancing.
We're going to go around the table once more and have everybody say where they can find you, starting with Ashton.
Hi, you can find me on Twitter at popsicle_Mike, where I tweet about everything that I do. So yeah, or you can follow at FKF Tweets, which is my podcast about King Arthur. If you don't like audio dramas, you can follow at Cars Conspiracy, which is my podcast about Pixar's Cars. And we're at a haunting time in our lives. Every episode is haunting. I don't know why I said this time specifically, but go check it out.
And Taylor.
Hey, I'm Taylor. You can find me on Twitter at Roll4Felicity. You can also find me on Twitch and YouTube, which is Roll4Felicity. I do what I call serialized one-shots. So I do one-shots in a bunch of different systems, and a lot of them are the same characters in the same system, but it's its own story. For example, this Saturday I'm running my 4th one-shot of Basic Witches, which is about teen witches who hex the patriarchy in high school. So that's what I've got going on. Yeah, thanks for having me. This was a very fun session.
Joe.
Hi. You can find me on everywhere as said, Shadow Ace said. But more importantly, you should follow at Take Your Roll on Twitter, which is my recently released Twitch channel stream platform thing, where we're going to be using it. It's by POCs for POCs, and we already have the very first campaign that we have established. Some other things might start before then, but it's going to be a Vampire the Masquerade game starting in November. It's going to be a lot of fun. We haven't technically announced it properly yet because we haven't established when we're going to start. But it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be really fun. It's like majority. I think everybody at the Vampire the Masquerade table is POC, and including the storyteller or chronicler, or whatever the word is. And everybody so far that has been working. We have several games, all by POC DMs, and it is an amazing time. You should keep an eye out for it because we're making space for the POCs in this territory, whether they want us to or not.
I shared it in the chat, so go follows. Xtel.
Yo, I'm Xtel, aka at Xtro the King on all the social medias, which is really only Twitter. I'm a role player, storyteller. I'm also the social media manager at Take Your Roll. It's a great time. Yeah, I run one shots. You can hire me to do one shots for you. You can find more information about that on my Twitter. You can also find me here for more Wanderhome in 2 weeks, and I believe there's some other things coming up, if I'm not mistaken, that I'm also a part of. You can also find me on Monday nights, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, On Talking XP, where we play a Curse of Strahd campaign, I play a tiefling paladin named Arxis, and he's essentially Batman. It's a great time, so so come through if you can. I had a great time on this game. I can't wait to finish it up. It's gonna be so fun. So like, come back for the last episode.
Shelby.
Hello, everyone. Speaking again in my normal voice, letting my vocal cords recover. You can find me on Twitter at Starlight Shelby, where I'll be talking about pretty much anything gaming, occasionally comics. Life as a technical editor, finding some very, very strange and awkward typos. Where else? You can also find me here on Chaotic Wonderful and also playing Final Fantasy XIV, where currently I am sobbing about the results of the housing lottery. One last thing that I forgot to mention earlier is this Sunday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, I will be over on Tavernaut's channel, playing in a superhero themed charity campaign. This is one of the prequel games. It's part of a thing that's running all month long, and I will be playing Nimbus, the daughter of a supervillain who is having to attend superhero school on financial aid. So that's what I've got going on. Thank you so much for tagging along with us, and come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One. You can find me wherever Beholder to No One is, or Nikki Beholder to No One on somewhere. I think it's on Twitch. But if you follow, I don't really post anyway, so it's fine. But if you go on Twitter, you can find all the things that I do, because I'm in a lot of shit that's on other people's channels. It's not my channel, but it's fine. That's what this place is for. I'm Beholder to No One, so you can find me there. I'm also working on a shit ton of other things, because I don't have a life, so there's like 4 podcasts in my brain that are actually in the discussions stage right now, even though I'm about to just finish a show, and then I need to replace that show with another show, so, you know, gotta stay busy. Not really, I shouldn't do that. Take days off, kids. Don't be like me. Anyway, hire me so I can make more money after I said I work too much. That's all we got for y'all this time. Check us out next Tuesday for Monster of the Week. And then next Thursday for Vaesen, the last episode of Vaesen. So we will see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.